So y'all gonna be talking about me like I ain't here. Y'all gonna be in the comment section talking about me like I can't see what y'all saying. I can see what y'all saying about me. Is we gonna be worried about her? Is she gonna cancel on us? No. I'm not gonna cancel at 9 p.m. I may cancel at 8:47 p.m. But I'm not gonna cancel on y'all at 9:15. That ain't gonna happen unless the power goes out. Hello everyone. Happy pre-Friday. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. It's been a long day, but here we are together. Okay, and not only are we together, I did a thumbnail. Okay, and that was almost not gonna happen. Okay, it was almost a girl. Just go to bed and try again tomorrow. Just cancel it all and start again. Okay, it is an emergency broadcasting system dilemma around here, but I said no, I will persevere. Okay, and so here we are. Happy Thursday. We have a few things to get into. Okay, I had to get comfortable, y'all, because look, let me cut my camera on. Hold on, let me. Hope I got clothes on. Because I be forgetting sometimes. Look, I had to get comfortable, child. Hold on. Because I said, if you would steal your work clothes, I'm going to feel like I'm at work still. And I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm at work. I spent the whole day dealing with stuff. And here we are together to have a good time. I'm trying to get myself together. Got off work late, got home late, and the things and whatever. But how is everyone doing? Y'all, please. Hello. Did I say hello to y'all? Did I say hello to y'all? Y'all, I say hi, hello, everyone. Y'all know, thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Okay. Y'all make sure to like the video, like the video, like the video, because you should. Okay. Should we be concerned? No. If the live is supposed to start at a time and it's that time, I'm coming. I'm coming. I might be late, but I'm on the way. Okay. And if not, it'll be whatever their minds. But no, I'm here. And Missy said, she can Missy be knowing. Me like, no, she here. She coming in. Okay. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna be here and whatnot. Okay. I had a chance to shop. I like my outfit today. I did. And even though I'm posting more shorts now, I post my little short that show what I wore to work or whatever, because it's that season of me putting I get dressed all the time for work, but the winter time I just don't feel like putting clothes on and get on the camera, because it be some Ugg boots, some jogging pants, some real warm like. Okay. I like getting pictures taking pictures of my outfit in the spring summer. Okay. But yeah, the green camouflage was really cute today. And I was like, I want these pants. I forgot I had these pants. What shirt to these pants? And I put out a white shirt, I put out a gray shirt, and I was gonna say it and change entirely. And I'm like, girl, keep shifting through your closet. I'm like, he got a whole brand new shirt that matched the pants. Girl, put it together. Okay. And then my shoes, my Old Navy, matched, and it came together. But it's been a long day. Okay. And I said, no, get you some biker shorts and your little shirt and be real loose. Because when you end this live, I'm going to lay down. Okay. I know y'all was, because the thumbnail, I was on the way. Because I couldn't think of who all to put on the thumbnail. I could not think. And then I could not find a good picture of Aaliyah. One, because she died so long ago. And most of her pictures that are online are like grainy. And it did not match the color scheme. Okay. So I had trouble finding the picture of Aaliyah. I couldn't find a good picture of Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay. Tamar and Porsha only got 2 pictures available of them in blue. And it was a hard time. Okay. So the thumbnail did take a little bit of time, but I think it looked cute. I think it's nice. Okay. I need Porsha and Tamar to do better. Okay, y'all should have better pictures of yourself on the thing. It wasn't really a procrastination thumbnail. Not really, cause I got home at like 8:37. Had to eat me a little chicken rings. I stopped at White Castle because I saw they had ices. Got me a little fry like chicken ring or whatever, and decided to eat food while trying to relax and make a thumbnail. But here we are together. Okay, it happened. It happened. Okay, not explaining this to me. Well, it's pink, white, and blue. Okay, it's people in clothes. That's all it is. It's people in clothes. Okay, that's all it is. I am also sick of K. Michelle. I think I'm very sick of K. Michelle. But K. Michelle is on a destruction path down the road of foolishness, and we're just following. We're following along with the foolishness that is K. Michelle, thinking that she is on a good road. And I'm like, girl, wrong road. I don't know what you're going on around here. Okay. But again, hello to the people who are here. Thank y'all for watching live. Also, thank y'all to those who would end up watching the replay. Let me get to sharing my screen. Where's the button? Child didn't update the child stream. Y'all be updating stuff. And now I don't know where to press the button. Okay, there we go. Now I was saving things. Okay, throughout the day. And then I may redo my thumbnail and take Aaliyah off. I may have to add Floyd Mayweather because of the baby news. I like Sherri Shepherd's picture though. She looks cute. Anyway, but I was very upset that I could not find a good picture of Aaliyah. But again, she died, child, a long time ago, and the internet was barely a thing back then. So and I don't think her people put up many pictures of her. Well, shit, I wonder does Aaliyah have. I'm not gonna I know IG page. Point remains that let me add the screen of the things, okay? And here we go. Now, I feel like I can probably also add. Wait, let me move some things. Let me move some things around, because if I move some things around of all the foolish stuff we have to get into, I just feel like that would be a better thing, because some of the foolish things that we was gonna get into, I was gonna save it to at the bottom of the screen, but I don't want to scroll down there or whatever. So I want to kind of put it all up top together. Okay. But how was y'all day while I'm up here clicking and moving things around? I hope y'all all had a good old day. I hope everybody's ready for this holiday weekend. I am happy that after tomorrow, I am not back at work until next week, Thursday. Trying to save all the stuff. See, this is why I be trying to get everything together beforehand. So once I get on live, I ain't got to do any of this. But then I saw y'all talking about me, and I said, no, come on here and talk to them about they self. Because they're like, why y'all messing with me? I ain't need to do nothing. Okay, I think that's enough. Anyway, I kind of want to see stuff up front. Okay, this is better. Yeah, Kay is a disappointment. I think I don't want to say it's crack, because I don't think she does crack cocaine, but I just wonder who is her. Like, does K Michelle not have a team? But we gonna get into all of that. Okay. Now that's Sherri Shepherd in the corner. Hold on. Sherri Shepherd is down in the corner next to Jada Pinkett on the left hand side, or left hand on the right hand side. That's Sherri Shepherd. In the white. And I think people don't realize Sherri Shepherd looks different now. You know what I'm saying? And I prefer to get pictures of K Michelle. I prefer to get pictures of Sherri Shepherd of how she looks now. She had that breast reduction. You know what I'm saying? Her titties ain't that big no more and whatnot. So she look. I like Sherri Shepherd. I do. I do. Did we talk about the landlord caught on camera? I can't remember. Y'all put in the comment section. Did we discuss the landlord here who was caught having sex at his tenant's house? I can't remember if I talked to y'all about it. I feel like I did, but I also don't know if the jokes was in my head or if the joke was on here. So y'all let me know if we already watched that or not, because I can't remember. Let me scroll down. Okay, let's see. Disgusting as you. Why do teachers be having sex with the kids? Y'all need to stop doing that. Okay? You're not supposed, if you are a worker of the school system, or if you are an adult, it don't matter where you work. If you are an adult, you're not supposed to have sex with people who are not adults. Okay?
Teachers charged once again with having sex with more students, and more charges are coming. It's a story we followed for 2 weeks. Let's get out to the Douglas County Jail. That is where we find Fox 5's Kevin Stewart with the latest information. Kevin.
And Christine, this one has a lot of people shaking their heads, people talking about a violation of trust. Maris Nichols has been arrested again, and she has already made it out on bond.
Maris Nichols, the now former biology teacher and football staffer for the Alexander High School Cougars, is once again charged with preying on children here. The St. Andrews Golf Club community is the alleged scene of one encounter, sex in a truck with a student. That's an improper sexual contact by an employee charge.
It doesn't make any sense for an older person to take advantage of a young child like that.
In fact, 2 weeks after she was arrested and making a $40,000 bond on a child molestation charge, the 25-year-old is facing 11 more charges ranging from sexual assault to grooming. She's already made a $74,000 bond.
Where's she getting the money from? Ain't he just a little bit broke, a little bit? I feel like is she putting stuff up for ransom?
A shower between Nichols and her husband is evidence. Investigators say Nichols sent a video of the couple to another child under the age of 16, along with videos of her masturbating with another kid under 16.
Their frontal lobes haven't fully developed, and when you talk about teenagers, they're not innocent in it by no means, because teenagers are going to do what teenagers want to do. But as an adult, you have to be the one that says, hey, this is the wrong thing to do.
So far, there are 6 alleged victims. We understand at least 2 of them have been student athletes. This dad has one message for Nichols and the justice system.
They should throw the book at them.
Now, first of all, so she fucking all the kids? Didn't she 6 kids? First of all. Okay, Marius, girl, I can't say that lady name. Okay, the white lady who fuck kids, 25-year-old former teacher at a high school. You know what? This gonna sound. I told y'all back when I was in high school, we had teachers who were in their early 20s who were flirtatious with the students, because to them they felt like I'm only 25. They 16, 17. This may sound mean, but I feel like should you have to be at least 30 to be a teacher? I just like what age? Well, any age range can be a nasty, pedophile. I don't know. But I just feel like these young teachers, maybe the younger you are, the more supervision you need with students. Maybe if you are a teacher and you are a younger teacher, a first-time teacher, there has to be a year probationary period before you're allowed any one-on-one time with any student. Okay, if you fresh out of college, you're 23, 24, 25, okay, at each new school, you need a year of probationary supervision before you are allowed to have any one-on-one time with any student. Matter of fact, maybe that should be the rule all the way around. Any one-on-one time with any student has to be coupled with another adult. So maybe that can possibly, cut down on one adult being sexually involved with the student's child. Per the arrest warrant, she had 6 alleged victims and a charge with child molestation, grooming a minor, improper sexual contact by an employee, and tampering with evidence, meaning she probably was hired taking back the evidence. Okay, she was previously accused of having sex with one student in a closet and in a vehicle, not a closet at the school. In a closet and a vehicle off campus. The latest allegations reveal a disturbing pattern. They claim she sent nude photos and conducted explicit video chats with underage students, including sexual activity in a truck at a golf club. And then one female student reported receiving nude videos from her. And she allegedly encouraged the girl to watch 50 Shades of Grey. Now, first of all, 50 Shades of Grey ain't even a dirty movie. But I mean, you still should not be telling kids to watch that. But again, once a teacher or once any adult who is in the proximity of children is accused of any wrongful behavior with kids, start talking to every kid she came in contact with. Because this here, we don't know how many other students she did these things to. You should not be sending pictures and videos of yourself naked, of yourself engaging in sexual activity, if you're engaging in singular sexual, none of that. And again, lock her ass up. I also feel like if you have multiple charges or multiple allegations, and if there is video proof that you sent something to a kid, you should not get bond. If there is if a piece of the evidence, okay, if it's a video of you playing with your clitoris that was sent to a student, you should not get no bond, okay? Because you had to record that video and send it out. I get if it's an allegation that someone that says something happened, and maybe that's the reason a person gets a bond or a bail or whatever. But if there is actual evidence that something happened, I don't think the adult should be able to bond out, because my thing is they can fuck somebody else's child. It may not be a kid at the school, but if you fucking the kids at the school, you fucking the kids at the Dairy Queen, at the McDonald's, okay, at the rec center, at Blockbuster, okay, you doing everything, okay. Well, no, 50 Shades of Grey absolutely has undertones of good stuff, okay, but I don't watch that movie and think, oh yeah, you know. But for me, 50 Shades of Grey is, you know, let me stop, okay. It's the I get it. I like the movie. I like the movie, okay. But again, this lady right here should not be able to bond out. I get the first bond out because that was one kid and it was an allegation, okay. But once you now have 6 kids and you have video reversing herself playing in her vagina to children, she should not be able to bond out, because who knows what other kids she has access to. Hell, if she goes to the local Quickie Mart to 7-Eleven and there's a kid at the 7-Eleven, okay, we don't know. Oh, nasty bitch. I'm like, what is wrong with people? Now, speaking of, okay, 2 Georgia daycare workers wanted by the police after being seen biting and striking a 1-year-old boy. Okay, the mama said she did not know until the DFCS showed up at her home days later. Now, why y'all look? They don't want it. Let's watch.
That is a part of a police investigation shows a young boy being hit and bit by employees at Cool Kids Academy.
Now, bitch. Now, first of all,
Fox 5's Tara Jabbour joins us live from that daycare tonight. And Tara, you spoke to the mother of that young boy. What did she tell you?
Well, Christine, the mother tells me she was disturbed by the way employees here were treating her son. He's not even 2 years old. Tyquera Whitehead's son, Mason Woodward, has been going to Cool Kids Academy for the last few months. Whitehead says she used to trust the daycare until last week.
DFACS came to my house 10 p.m. at night asking me, was I informed that there was an incident at the daycare? And I'm like, no. And they said, yes, a staff member had bit my child.
Take a look at this video inside Cool Kids Academy that is a part of the Snellville Police Department's investigation. In the first video, you see what appears to be an employee biting the young boy before he walks away. Whitehead says in the second video, another employee hits the young boy while he's crying. She says she can't believe what happened to her son at a place that she trusted to take care of him.
I'm sitting here crying and hurt with his head down and then getting hit in the head. So that's just very disturbing. Very shocked.
Okay.
And more hurt and like confused is, has this been happening?
Whitehead says her son started acting different about a week before she found out what happened at the daycare.
He started crying every day for like the last week when I was dropping him off. And I'm like, like maybe he just wants to stay home more.
According to the Snellville Police Department's report, Teresa Blackwood faces charges of simple battery and cruelty to children in the second degree. Trasia Cross also faces a simple battery charge.
That makes me feel good because I know at this point, hopefully it sticks on their record and they will not be able to be around any other children.
Whitehead wants the employees held accountable.
Listen to the signs of your baby if their attitude changes.
And I spoke to an employee here at the daycare. She told me that both of the people involved have been fired. Police say right now that there are warrants out for both of their arrests. Reporting live.
Now, because I want to hear it in full before I say something. One, I wonder, the mama said she did not know until the people came to her door and told her what happened. So I wonder what else happened at that daycare that made them run the footage to open an investigation into what happened. I wonder, like, does the school, the daycare, like, run through the footage all day? I just wonder what happened to the mom, because, like, who figured it out? Okay, who figured it out? And that says again, warrants have been issued for 54-year-old Monique Blackwood and 22-year-old Traja Cross. Now, a part of me feel like the lady with the red braids is the older lady, because the girl with the bad hair gotta be 22. Gotta be 22. So the old braided hair bitch is probably the one that's 54. Bitch, let me tell you, girl. We've always said, when you drop your child off to daycare, to school, and if they're always like, oh, okay, cool, fine. If your child starts crying whenever you drop them off somewhere, something's up. Something's up. That's part one. Part two is, bitch, why are you biting children? Like, what's the point of biting a child? Now, if it's your child, if someone tell you, hey, Miss Lady, little Johnny be biting people, and if you was the mama and you say, oh, you bite people, and you bite your child to show them how it feels, I get that. I get it if a teacher or someone tells you your kid was caught biting people, we can't have that. And if you as a parent bite your child so they know how it feels to not do it, I can say, okay, cool. But you not that baby's parent. And the fact that the bad hair girl walked in, gave the baby to the redheaded lady, okay, and then the redheaded lady bit that baby. Okay, then the other bad hair lady came around there and it looked like she thumped the kid on the head. Even who bosses up to a kid? Who does that to a kid? An abuser. And I feel like we need to see both of their faces, so that way if anyone catches them at the Quickie Mart, okay, at the Walmart, okay, at the Foot Locker, okay, at the White Castle getting an icy, if anybody catches them bitches on the streets of wherever they live at, somebody need to just punch them in their throat. Because why would y'all do that? Now I'm happy they say, a warrant out for the people to arrest, okay, charge of cruelty to children and battery. Okay, they both been fired, but no, bitch, what they look like? Who are they? Who they mama? Who they daddy? Because somebody know them hoes. And the moment I find out the two hoes at the daycare is because my thing is, they probably do this to other kids. They probably do this to other, and then to check the baby's arm because you bit them. You want to know, did I leave a mark? I would have gotten arrested this day. The moment the police came to my house and told me these two grown hoes was abusing my kid in any way, shape, or form, will arrest me. Either arrest me now or either way I go, I'm going to get arrested. Because when I catch them hoes, it's on site. I'm like, what is wrong with people? But again, this is also a lesson. Because everywhere we walk over here, it's a lesson. Be careful who you leave your kids with. That's step one. Okay, step two is if your child starts acting differently when you dropping them off somewhere at the daycare, school, the mama, where at grandma's house, at Uncle Charles' house, okay, auntie, when your kid starts acting different when you are dropping them off somewhere, pay attention. Pay attention, because some kids, like I don't want to go there because they beat me up. And they may not be able to verbalize what's going on. But the mama, she said that he was acting weird. I just thought he wasn't at home. What's going on in the daycare? I want to let me see the girl. I'm gonna beat their asses. It's weird. It's just weird. Okay. Don't open your door for strangers. Because people is crazy. Okay. A woman shared a video of her stopping a stranger from entering her home. Now, first of all, I don't open my door for nobody. If I'm not expecting a package, if I didn't order DoorDash, or if someone ain't told me, hey, I'm finna stop by, if you knock on my door, I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna answer because you're not supposed to be here. Not the horn. Is she in a bonnet too? You sure she a stranger? I feel like you know that lady. Not push her across the whole walkway. Crazy as hell. A woman is gaining unexpected attention from after stopping a random woman from entering her house. Why you open the door? Lulu wrote, why would you try to walk in my apartment at 2 a.m.? The video showed Lulu speaking to the woman as she approaches the threshold of the door, then pushing her out of the frame. After the camera pans to the side, you see her on the ground. Before it got physical, she assumed the woman was lost because she had been banging on and tampering with her door for a while. She informed the woman that she had the wrong home to stop playing at her door. The woman still attempted to enter anyway. First of all, you can't just shoot people. I can't just say shoot people. Because that's murder. But again, if it's 2 a.m. and you're banging on my door, not only am I not going to open my door to see what's going on with you, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police from my bedroom, from my bed. Because if you break in my house or you break through my door, you're gonna die. But I don't have to get out my bed. I don't have to open my door. I'm not getting up out my bed, putting on my house shoes, put on some clothes, little robe, to open the door for anybody at 2 a.m. Because anyone who is at my door at 2 a.m. has a key, can get in. They have access. Okay? And if you have no access, stay your fuck outside. So I would have never opened, even if someone's knocking, I think they're lost. Be lost outside. Okay, be lost on the other end of my door. And once I tell you, hey, is at your house, going on somewhere, going on, and you keep knocking, hey, 911, yeah. There's a crazy person outside my door. I don't know who they are. They keep wanting to get in. Yeah, I mean, if they get in, I'm going to kill them. So could you come get them before you got a homicide? Come on over. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with nothing. I call the police at look, I am not a person who like, oh no, so I call the police, bitch. If I think something's wrong, 911. Let them cops earn their keep. Just saying. Okay. Now, it said Lulu said she believed the woman may have been a little bit drunk. Okay. I was trying to get some little grace. Okay. I did call the police as well. But I'm like, girl, I'm not opening my door. I ain't opening my door. No, I'm not, bitch, for what? I don't know you out. Get out. Okay, get out. We discussed the white woman, okay, the Florida teacher who hung a baby doll up to get the kid's attention. Well, she got fired. Okay, the Caucasianite lady who said I hung a black baby doll by the neck with a cord hanging across the TV to get the people's attention, the kids' attention, she has been fired, as she should have been. Okay, fired. Tell her, Dwayne, tell her she's fired. You need to be fired. Okay, because there is no explanation to why you chose to hang a doll by his neck at the school. Okay, this makes no sense. Now, maybe she was fired quicker because of the backlash of the viral moments of it all. Maybe that could be why it was, but I don't care. However, fired. Okay, get her the fuck out here. The district also says additional staff training and reviews are now being implemented following this controversy. What are your thoughts? I think, look. There's a situation I experienced before. This isn't about racist people or whatever, but I feel like at work, management needs to do random reviews of stuff, reviews of how people are doing, reviews of how things are going, because sometimes no one knows there's some bullshit afoot because ain't nobody asked no questions. Okay, who knows how many times before this she hung a baby doll from something? We don't know because no one asked the question. And had that student not gotten a video proof of her hanging the damn doll, who knows what would have happened? She could have been hanging baby dolls from TVs for years and no one knew. There is so much stuff that happens in workspaces, in schools, because no one is aware of what someone's doing because they're the one in charge. So I'm happy. What's her name? What's her name? Like Karen something? She had a racist name too. Okay, I never name was Karen. Either way, happy the bitch fired. Being fired. A suspect. This happened in Detroit. it made me laugh. Okay, a UPS driver was carjacked yesterday in Detroit Park Police. The incident happened near 94 in Whittier. Police said an armed suspect approached the UPS driver and announced, "Break yourself, fool, carjacking." Okay. The suspect made the driver explain how to operate the truck before driving away. That's what made me laugh. Now, why would you carjack a truck you don't know how to drive? Now, why would you do that? Because what if the driver didn't want to show you? Okay, now they recovered the truck in an alley somewhere, okay, and stuff. But I'm like, I know times is tough. I know gas is expensive. I seen it today. It's $4.24 by me, okay. And I know, the cost of living is going up. And you may not be able to afford things. Maybe you want to steal the UPS truck to get the packages and sell shit. But I feel like that's stupid. Unless you have a U-Haul truck to carry the stuff from the UPS van, because you can't carry the packages, why would you carjack the UPS van? Why would you do that? And then to carjack them and say, "But show me how to work because I don't know how to drive." That's crazy. Now, I'm happy no one died. No one was hurt in this. It was just a stolen truck. But I'm like, what is wrong with folk that you ride carjacking the UPS van? Let them people do their job. Okay? Now, it said one was caught breaking into someone's home and said, "Well, can you let me through the door?" Bitch, what?
Why would you think my house was empty?
Oh, because I saw empty houses.
No, you don't fucking break in nobody's house.
Oh, but can you let me in through the door?
No, don't come in my fucking house, bitch. Okay?
Oh, you Jimmy.
Go.
From the feds. Is this cold? Is it a crack house?
Empty. Why would you think my house was empty?
Oh, because I saw empty houses.
No, you don't fucking break in nobody's house.
Oh, but can you let me in through the door?
No, don't come in my fucking house, bitch.
Now, first of all, y'all know my rule. I don't fuss with crackheads. Okay? I don't, because crackheads are crazy strong. Okay, they are erratic. I'm like, anyone who breaks in someone's house and then says, I thought it was vacant, which probably means wherever this lady lived, maybe an area where there was a lot of vacant houses. You know what I'm saying? And she thought that your house was vacant too. But I'm also not if I am back when I lived with my parents long, I forgot when this happened. This had to be like back in 2000, maybe 2004, when I was living with my parents. And it was after my car was stolen. I was carjacked, my car was gone, and I was in my bedroom, bitch, sleep. Okay. And I heard a noise, and I'm like, the fuck is that noise? And I opened my eyes and I'm looking, and I seen my bedroom window like coming up, and I seen a hand and a piece. I was like, oh my God, somebody was trying to break in the house and we figured it out. Usually, if we home, our cars are there. If our cars are gone, we're not there. So we realized people had been casing our neighborhood or whatever, and because my car was gone because it was stolen, they assumed the house was empty, but did not know that I was carjacked and my car was gone and I was at home, and they tried to break in. This terrified me. I screamed, they ran away, and I called my dad, like, oh my God, someone tried to break in. He was like, go across the street to the neighbor's house. And then he called my neighbor, and so from the time I, tried throwing some little clothes and ran to the front door, my neighbor was coming across, running towards the house. And, I'm like, bitch. So I've since then, again, 2004, I think 2004, 2005, I'm not 2004. Ever since then, I keep my windows locked, and I'm just always on edge. It was something. So if someone was to ever like come to my window, I'm probably gonna like either shoot them in the head, stab them in the head, stun gun them in the throat. Like, we're not gonna have a conversation. Okay, we're not going to have any kind of conversation. And who purse you holding?
Okay.
And is it hair in the purse? It's a Coach purse.
Oh, you Jimmy.
Go.
From the feds. Is this cold?
We're gonna fight. So again, y'all don't fight crackhead. Let the crackheads be, bitch. I seen 2 posts about the manhole. What's the manhole thing? Well, for this one. So, Tennessee halts the execution of a death row inmate after officials struggle to find a vein. Okay, and they say Kim. I don't care about Kim Kardashian reacting. That don't matter. Tony Carruthers or Caruth, I think it's Carruthers. Okay, 57-year-old Tony Carruthers was granted a 1-year stay of execution after officials reportedly struggled to find a vein during an attempted lethal injection. You know what's crazy? I did not realize, like, I remember watching The Green Mile with Michael Clark Duncan and how back then they were, putting people in the electric chair. And I watched other movies. Like, I watched Mayor of Kingstown. Was Mayor King? I think it was Mayor King. Was it Mayor King? I think it was. And they would like show people going to their loved one's execution. And I feel like I really be forgetting they be killing people in jail. Hey, have a drink for me. Dice. They be killing people in jail. And the fact, I feel like if I'm sentenced to death, right? And you take me to the death house, the death room, okay? You take me to wherever you're supposed to go to get me to be dead. And if you can't kill me that day, I should be able to live the rest of my days in the jail. To give somebody a stay of execution, meaning, okay, next year you're going to die. I'll be like, but I was sentenced to one death. Y'all already tried to kill me. And it ain't work. I should not be forced to wait a year to die again. Okay. Lee issued the stay on Thursday while Carruthers attorney was speaking to reporters. Carruthers was convicted in connection to a 1994 murders of 21-year-old Marcelios Anderson, his mother Dolores Anderson, who was 43, and 17-year-old Frederick Tucker in Memphis, Tennessee. He killed some people. I assumed that. I did. Let me state this too. My feelings on this has nothing to do with the crime being committed. Okay, I'm not saying he killed some folk, and he should. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, if the sentence is death by lethal injection, and if y'all try to do it and it doesn't work, then the person should have to just be in jail for life. They shouldn't get out. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't get out. But I'm like, okay, and why a year? Why not tomorrow? And how y'all can't find a vein? Now, I have moving veins. So when I go get my blood, when I get my blood drawn, they're really good with it or whatever. But there's an ultrasound wand thing that helps them find veins. Why don't y'all have that? If you have to lethally inject somebody for them to go to see Jesus, you should not even get to the point of not being able to find a vein. Okay, it's a big body. Okay. It's a big body. I just feel like get whatever tools you need to kill him on off. Again, he murdered 3 people. I don't know. He assumed he did it. I don't know. Sentenced to death. Okay. And also, when he go to jail, because if he killed him in 94, that's a long time, child. Let me see, 2026. That's 32, girl. That was 32 years ago. He been in jail for 32 years. I also feel like if you convict someone of murder, why wait 32 years? That's a lot of time. He 57. He 57. I got to do it. So he was 25 when he allegedly murdered these people. Okay, he's guilty, so he did it. They say he did it. Okay. Again, his legal team has argued that there was no physical evidence linking. As I was saying, the lawyers say, let me laugh not to. The lawyers say there was no physical evidence that linked him to the murders and claimed he's mentally incompetent. They know that Carlos was forced to represent. Hold on. He was forced to represent himself during trial after disputes and threats involving his court-appointed attorneys. A report stated that prosecutors' case largely relied on testimony from people who claimed he confessed or discussed the murders. Girl, did he even do it? He had to be his own. So he was accused of murdering 3 people. Uno, dos, tres. He was 25 in 94. Accused of killing 3 people. And he was his own lawyer. Because the lawyers at that time kept getting threats. Okay. This is Tennessee. I'm not gonna say it's a racist, but it could be racist. Okay. Did he even do it? And maybe God said not today. God said not today. And Kemp said that too. Kim said God was intervening. Okay. Now this is and I guess that's the reason why if you kill somebody on Tuesday, you get convicted on Friday, they can't kill you for a while in case you're innocent. Because anybody who is accused of murder, there's no physical evidence that you did it or link you to it. You were mentally incompetent at the time. You were your own lawyer at the time. At 25, bitch, you have 25-year-olds who can't fuss and argue correctly in court over a parking ticket. a parking ticket, and you had that man at 25 having to defend himself in court against the prosecution accusing him of murdering 3 people. Were they white people? Let me Google it. Because I'm like, now why? And I know race shouldn't matter, but sometimes when there are Caucasian victims, when there are Caucasian victims, and then they are, a African American assailant, the possible. This is taking too long. When there's a possible Black person who did it, they will sometimes push the narrative that, oh, guilty. Let it be. I just feel like, and I can't Google to say is they black or white. I'm trying to find like pictures. And again, it's only a stay for a year. I hate when I pop on these damn websites and maybe 18,000 ads. So that's him then. He looked like I don't know what the fuck to do. His trial was in 96. But it don't matter because when the murders happened, he was 25. But I don't see any pictures of the what you a name? Let me see. Marcellus was a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer with a drug gone wrong. I don't know. They may all have been black. I done fell down, got in a rabbit hole. Get out the rabbit hole, Jaylee. Get out the rabbit hole. My point is, anytime there are circumstances that can maybe, they're not so cut and dry. Not so cut and dry. I don't think any 25-year-old should be expected to be able to defend themselves and be their own lawyer when they're accused of murdering 3 people. That's just on me, okay? But again, he ain't getting murdered today. And maybe that really could have been God intervening. But again, this also means, hey, be careful with yourself involved in. Okay, I don't want to be around no crazy people. When I seen this story, I said, what y'all mean she died? Okay, a 56-year-old woman died after getting out of her car and falling into an uncovered manhole. Child.
She was screaming, "I'm dying." That's what I kept hearing her screaming over and over. "I'm dying."
Donnie K. Gokosh took her final breaths inside this manhole moments after an eyewitness says she parked her car on West 52nd near 5th Avenue in Midtown.
As soon as she stepped out, it's like she took one step forward and just disappeared.
Carlton Wood was heading to work around 11:20 Monday night when he saw Gokosh plunge roughly 10 feet underground and called 911. Strangers stepping in to help before first responders arrived.
Some guy tried to get in the hole with her. We had to help him back up because she was just too deep.
Medics found Gokosh unresponsive and rushed her to New York Presbyterian Hospital, where she died from her injuries. Authorities say the sting caused her to go into cardiac arrest. Con Edison on the scene Tuesday morning, replacing the manhole cover. A loving mother and grandmother who put family over everything. That's how loved ones say off camera they'd like Gokosh to be remembered. Wood says he wants to set the record straight.
She wasn't distracted. She didn't walk onto a construction site. I mean, she parked her car, stepped out of her car, and dropped right into the manhole.
Those who work in the area say this incident will make them hyper aware as they navigate the city.
I feel like that is such a freak accident because when I park somewhere, I don't think I ever really look down to make sure there's not a hole in the ground. But I do feel like when I pull up anywhere, I do look ahead of myself to see is the regular ground, So it may not even be that she was distracted, But I do think that is a crazy freak accident type of situation. Now, one, they say she's a grandmama or whatever. Her family can be rich. Because why was the manhole cover not covered, for one? And then two, like, what a goddamn cone style. It should be there. Because who removed it? Because someone had to remove it. It's weird, okay? Let's say they did that from autopsies say she had scalding burns and blunt force trauma because she fell down a manhole. It probably was hot down there. She probably got, beat up from falling down or whatever. Child, all I know is before anybody get out the car, going forward, make sure it's ground. Because that means she had to pull up right where it was missing at. Because if she stepped out her car and fell, and she probably broken bones, because the manhole cover ain't but so big. But her family they should own the city. They should own the city. Because even if a random pedestrian person or whatever removes the manhole cover, there should be some kind of alert system on any manhole cover that if it's not covered, someone within the city should know, hey, it's an open hole around there, go cover it. What does this know? The manhole cover was discovered 15 feet away with no construction taking place at the time of the incident. Count Edison, which measures the manhole, is of a child. Somebody finna get fired, fined, sued, and everything. Everything. It said that from a camera that a truck drove over it and moved it while driving over it. Oh, see, that's still crazy because who would the child? I would probably never get out my car without looking now. That's crazy. So we y'all sure we did not discuss. I must talk about it in my head because the people, here in Michigan, child, there was a landlord who was caught on tenant surveillance cameras having sex in the tenant's house. Now, I can't imagine, this is the guy.
That is, in Westland. They called him over to do home repairs and instead caught him in the act with a woman. Fox News' Jessica Dupneck is tracking this one for us tonight. She joins us live in our newsroom with more, and this one just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you never know what you're walking into when you come into work here at Fox 2 Roop. Now, the tenants in Westland, they say that the tenant and his special little friend, they position themselves right in front of the security camera. We had to look at all that footage. It's very clear what they're doing. We paid a visit to that tenant to see what he had to say for himself.
Now, first of all, I want to see the raw footage. I want to see the raw footage because I'm like, how are you so comfortable going into now again, if you're the landlord, you own the house, cool, fine, or whatever. But how are you so comfortable going into someone else's house, getting butt-ass naked and fucking on the floor?
He walked back and forth through here naked. And
what did you do in the kitchen? I saw him come out with some kind of rag or something.
I don't know.
Probably a little napkin to wipe up.
Might have been trying to make a sandwich, but I
lady on the couch with a bonnet on, child.
I don't know. It's creepy.
Their landlord was
that man was in there butt ass naked. That's what's crazy to me. Now look, if you are a worker bee, because we not gonna act like people have not had sex at work before. I've had sex at work before. Okay, not in my current job because I would not do that at my old job. Okay, luckily I was in my own office. My point is, I get it. You might little bend over real quick, quick. I get that, but I can't imagine getting butt naked at work. Because you're the landlord, you're there to clean or fix whatever. You're at work. Why would you get butt ass naked? Why is she wearing a bonnet? Where your clothes at, sir? And you should know the surroundings if you're going to have sex somewhere. You should be aware that, hey, somebody might have a camera. Let me look around for the camera. Let me at least not fuck on the camera.
Supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees.
Child leg up right in front of the camera with a chain on, her shoes. She gotta be a hooker. Because who fucking with shoes on? Who fucking with shoes on?
On camera. So right now we're kind of standing at the scene of the crime.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do? Did you clean before you?
Most definitely. My wife, she's germophobic, so I had to most definitely clean it before she even stepped in anywhere in this house, period.
It allegedly happened Monday in Westland while Javon Crawford and his wife were in the hospital with his sick grandma. His wife started getting alerts from their security cameras on her phone.
She just pointed the phone to me, and I seen him just doing what he was doing right here in our house.
Was it live?
It was live footage.
Oh my God.
Time stamped and everything.
Bonnet down, legs up for about an hour.
Bitch, bonnet down, legs up for an hour. First of all, fucking for an hour, congrats. It's a long time. But was he fucking for an hour? That is on the floor for an hour because he may have took a Viagra. Because look, I don't care what anybody say. No one is really fucking for a full hour. You know how long an hour is? That's 60 minutes. Don't nobody want to fuck for an hour. That's just too long. Look, first of all, that's too long. For what? But the whole bonnet down, legs up for about an hour. I'm like, what was going on down here? What was happening? What that means is either her coochie was horrible and he couldn't finish, okay? Or he possibly took a Viagra and lasted a long time. But even if a man's dick is hard for an hour, you're not finna fuck me for no hour. You're not gonna be my vagina. You're not gonna overwork no. And bonnet down, legs up. Girl, did y'all not see the camera?
I'm wondering too if this guy's done this before. He seems so comfortable.
Too comfortable. So I know for a fact that somebody that comfortable, what else could be done?
That landlord has some explaining to do. We tracked him to his Canton Township home. Is this you, naked in a tenant's home? What? The Crawfords have handed that X-rated film. Oh,
he probably said, bitch, get the fuck out my face.
Over to police. How hard is it going to be next month to cut that check to him?
It's going to be hard. I'm gonna probably write some languages on the back of the check for him.
Now, first of all, if I catch you fucking on my floor, I ain't paying rent. Okay, I ain't paying rent. Ain't nobody gonna ask me to pay rent in a house I'm living in if you was out here fucking on my floor. That means that lady had her ass out on my floor. Okay, that means whatever juices y'all came with is in my carpet. I had to vacuum, shampoo, bleach my carpet. Bitch, I ain't paying you rent. I'm gonna put it on Pornhub. Now again, I want to see the raw footage. I just wonder, like, was it really an hour of sex? Or was it an hour of, oh, wait a minute, hold your leg up. Oh, wait, hold a minute. It was like, what happened in an hour? Okay. But the one thing that would not happen is me paying you rent. Okay, at all. And when she went to the landlord's house, like, is this you fucking on the floor? And he said, man, bitch, go ahead, Ron. We gone. That means he had his own house. That man has on. Why are you fucking at my house that I'm renting from you and you have your own house? What is he married? Maybe he's married, can't fuck at his house. And so when he cheats on his wife, he cheats in the tenant's houses. And maybe this is the first tenant who has a camera in the house. Or if they only have a camera in the living room, okay, and he's fucking in the kitchen, up against the stove, up against the refrigerator, maybe the tenants don't know, okay? But again, the tenants were at the hospital visiting grandma. Okay, he was supposed to be around there getting dead birds in the attic. And he up there fucking some lady, a hooker probably, on the floor, bonnet down, legs up. I'm like, now what? Now, did he use a condom? I would have blackmailed. Look, I really feel like that man is married. And he fucks his mistresses at the tenants' houses. I would have blackmailed that man for the rent. Okay, look, you was around here fucking Wanda on my floor. Look at this. Look at you. Look at you fucking Wanda on my floor. Okay, I want free rent for the rest of my lease here. Okay, because you fucking Wanda on my floor. Now either give me free rent, okay, for the rest of my lease and I'll move up out this motherfucker, or I'm going to tell your wife, I'm going to police, I'm going to call Root Raj, I'm going to call Ash G's and them, I'll put it on Pornhub, I'm going to expose your ass, okay? I would have blackmailed him. And if he would have said, I don't care, cool, I'm going to go to the police because you can't do this to me, but I'm not paying rent. Because to me, if we go to court, if we go to what's it called? Is it called tenant court? Renter's court? I don't know, court. If you try to evict me for not paying rent, when I say judge, that man was in my house fucking somebody on the floor. And I told him, I need to move. I'm not paying rent here because you have inconvenienced me. And he said, and maybe now in lease terms, you need to put in your lease, if you are ever caught in my house fucking somebody, my rent is free. But again, I want to see the raw footage.
The transfer. A little special memo. Yeah, special memo. Yeah.
Yeah, the landlord drove off. He would not commit to himself being in that video. Now, we did consult some prosecutors and defense attorneys. They're a little bit split on whether a crime was actually committed here. If there is one and police are investigating, it would probably be something like trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. But it's likely they have a civil matter on their hands for some kind of lease violation. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Bitch, I own the house now. Okay, it's my house now. I own it. Okay, civilly, I'm suing you for PTSD, breach of contract, trespassing, emotional distress, sexual abuse of my eyeballs. Okay, because I don't want to see my landlord fucking on my floor. Okay. The charge of me having to pay someone to come shampoo my goddamn carpet, bitch. My wife pissed off because you fuck on my floor. Now she won't fuck me. Okay, I'm all upset. I would have been a good child. Now I'm also mad they blurred the man's face. I feel like if you have the balls to have sex in someone's house while they're not there, I feel like I should be able to show your face on camera. I don't think it should be against the rule. You were in my space doing stuff that you weren't supposed to do, so I should be able to show your face. I'm just saying, what else you want me to do? Okay, I want to see what they was doing for an hour. I really want to know because she said it was bonnet down, legs up for an hour. I want to know what all happened in that hour. Was it just sex? was a conversation. Okay. Did he say, hey, Becky Sue, thanks for, I just wonder what happened. I need the audio too. I need audio. I need visuals. I want to see. Okay. I just want to know what happened because it can be some things. And I don't want to see it to like, see it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like, I would love to see Michael B. Jordan have sex with Danielle Brooks. I would love to see Michael B. Jordan, and she married, so I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, I would like to see that for a reason. Okay, that I would watch that. However, I want to know what happened in the hour. I wouldn't watch it more than once, maybe twice, because I have to watch one to see what I want to see. Okay, I got to watch the second time and make it real loud, and I'm not going to watch, I'm going to listen. So it's a difference. Some things you watch for your eyeballs to take it in, to see what happened, and then sometimes you have to listen to see what were they saying. What were they saying? Again, because look, we all family here. I don't think anybody here want to have sex for 4 hours. That is 60 minutes of humping and thumping. Okay. Humping, most porn don't even last an hour. And they be on stimulus and all that stuff. So I'm like, on occasion, there may be a whole lot of kissing and hugging and rubbing and stuffs that can take some time. But anything that take more than 30 minutes, bitch, I gotta go. I am sleepy. I got work in the morning. I got a lot to do. So I'm like, what did old man Jefferson do with the bonded lady for an hour on the floor? Carpet burn. His knees had to hurt, bitch. Did they put a blanket down? Again, was it condoms used? When they were done, did they go wash up in the bathroom? Did they use people towels and rags and soap? Because when you done, you gotta go clean yourself off. Did she go? I just wonder what happened. I need to see the raw footage. Because once it was over, did he go get her a rag? Did she go get him a rag? Did they bring their own rags? Did they wipe the floor after it was done? I just really wonder what happened. I really wonder what happened because the man was naked. Okay, he got ass naked. That grown ass landlord got ass naked in his tenant's house and fucked a stranger on the floor. Anyway, that's the last random. Y'all take a little time and like the video, child, and then come on back so we can get into some more foolishness from the thumbnails. And we are back. Okay, we should be done in about 45 minutes. But I am tired, y'all. It's been a long ass day. And just talking a little bit. I want to touch on Floyd. I'm just gonna go down. I'm just gonna slow down and then be done. Okay. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has a new child. Now I feel like he is. How old is he? Floyd. I don't know how old is Floyd Mayweather. Hey Siri. How old is Floyd Mayweather? He's 49. Thank you, Siri. He's 49 years old. And that's not ancient. Things can happen. But again, I'm like, why would anyway? So Floyd has been hit with a child support paid up order. Okay. He has been ordered to pay nearly $1 million. $1 million in back child support, plus $32,000 a month as well. Okay. Now I said, now what happened in here? A judge ruled that he is the father of a 4-year-old girl. Per court documents obtained by TMZ Sports, a judge officially declared Mayweather the child's father in March of 2026. Okay, the child's mama, Paige Moorhead, previously filed court documents in June 2023, asking a Nevada judge to legally establish paternity of her daughter, who was born in December of 2021. So wait a minute. The baby was born in 2021. She asked in 2023 for a Nevada judge to say, hey, he the daddy. Okay. Moore claimed that she and Miller were involved in a long-term relationship for 8 years before he allegedly ended things after learning she was pregnant. RTR shade. Floyd do give off. If you now, I gotta watch what I say because I don't want to be offensive to people. Floyd does give off that if you tell me that you're pregnant, that's your baby. Let's again, he's 49 at this point in time, and that means he was 45 at the time, and he was like, bitch, I don't want no baby. I don't want no babies. Again, the baby was born in 2021. Okay. 2 years later is when she first asked for the judge to say, hey, it's a baby. 3 years later, okay, is when the judge said, yes, it's a baby. But again, we was dealing with each other, whatever. And then once he found out I was pregnant, he said, I gotta be gone. And that's also why some men be out here fucking people, having fun, and shaking up their steak sauce, and then when responsibility hits, they run off. Like, if you don't want no kids, one, I also think stop having sex with women who can birth babies. Get somebody get someone who has no ovaries. Okay, if you don't want no kids, but you want to have good sex, okay, maybe you don't want to use condoms. Cool. You should not be having sex with anyone who can bear children. Because if the woman gets pregnant and she can have a baby, that's gonna be your baby. You the daddy. Yes, or easily get my thing is, men, a vasectomy doesn't stop your dick from working. It just prevents you from getting someone pregnant. And it's cheaper than any child support order that you can ever be ordered to pay. And if you are a rich multi-millionaire, that's the best decision. So that when you're not paying, you chose to be banging as you see fit, and now you have to pay $32,000 a month. Let's do the math, okay? $32,000 a month. So she's getting $384,000 a year in just child support. I'm not going. How much does I wonder? I don't have a penis, but I wonder. Bitch, it said cost between $300 to $3,000. But insurance? Your insurance covers it if you have insurance. So you were so dumb, did not get snips, but you're out here banging, okay? And now you're a 4-year-old child where you owe the mama, he owes the mama $933,000 in back child support. And then going forward, $32,853 per month in child support for the next 14 years. It showed me they're stupid. I get it. After a certain age, no one wants children, men or women. But if you are sometime dating a younger woman who maybe doesn't have any children, or you are a lick, because you are Floyd money making Mayweather, and we banging. You can guarantee if you knock somebody up, they have the baby. You know why? Because I can get $32,000 a month from you for child support. The rest of my kids, childhood, once they hit 18 is different, or if they go to college, it's different or whatever. But again, you could have just got snipped. Or wore condom. Either way, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But pay the monies. Okay. Court record state Mayweather was ordered to pay again $32,850 per month in child support, plus an additional $933.50 in child support, almost a meal. Okay. Reports also claim he allegedly ignored court orders, including requests to take a DNA test before before a default judgment was entered. Look, y'all. If Jay-Z avoided that DNA test for that grown child, okay, who has no connection to him or whatever. But if this lady was able to prove we dated for a long, long time, we was together, whatever. The child's 4, and he's refusing to take a DNA test for this child. Default judgment. And why ignore it as if it won't go away? Records. According to the court, Mayweather has reportedly paid around $150K so far. Okay, as a result, a judge ruled that Moorhead can place a lien of up to $2 million on his house, on his California property, to ensure, bitch, you allowed someone to knock somebody up, ignore the baby. Now you owe her $1 million, and she can put a lien on your properties. Bitch, a win is a win. It's a win. It's a win. And he lost. Paid that lady the money. And I'm like, do you even see the baby? Probably not. Child. Niggas are stupid. Stupidness. Okay, Stevie J refuses to switch up on Diddy and says everybody else folded under pressure because he went to prison.
The last year has been quite a ride for me. The last year and a half, as you witness, I was the only one holding my homie down before he went to jail. And
who's your homie?
Diddy.
That's right.
Yeah, he stood by that man 10 toes down. If Diddy ain't have no friend, he had Stevie J.
But that's how we do that. But that's how the guys do it.
That's a fact.
And after all of that, and after seeing who will really be truly in your corner and who's rocking with you and all that, man, I left a whole bunch of fake niggas alone and just started, just rocking with me and my family.
It's hard as hell to stand next to somebody when they're going through something like that. So whatever the outcome is for Diddy and everything, like, salute to you as a man for being like, that's my homie. Like, I only know this version of him, so I can only respect and honor that.
Talking about, the kids is this and all this and he raping this, all that stuff. Where did all of that go? Out the garbage. It went to, you know what I'm saying? Because the last year has been quite.
Now, I'm not surprised that Stevie J stood by Diddy, because Stevie J is a creep. for one. I also think for years, weren't you broke, Stevie J? And he ain't had nothing. What did he have? Some people, to me, are trying to be on Diddy's good side because Diddy got a little bit of money left over and they want some clout. They want some attention from girl. Staying 10 toes down for someone who is a bad person isn't a flex. Just saying. Nicki Minaj, who she even here? Nicki Minaj popped up at SpaceX's Starship launch. Why?
Major shout out to Elon. Elon, thank you for everything that you're doing for humanity.
For humanity?
He's the man, for sure.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you guys
we want to.
I feel like there's an AI writer who writes stuff for Nicki to say, and then she goes to these events or whatever, and she does what she's paid to say. It never seems authentic. If Nicki Minaj authentically supported and liked these things, I would say at least she's being real about things. It comes off like she's being paid to do shit.
Major shout out to Elon. Elon, thank you for everything that you're doing for humanity.
He's the man, for sure.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you guys.
We want
to major.
And as a reminder, we're only a mile and a half away here, so we are very close, about as close as you can be.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! But this is historic. This is a major moment, y'all.
Yeah,
it is.
Is this your first rocket launch that you've seen live?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
How do you feel?
Very, very excited. I'm happy. It's a good day.
God caught her mic. God said she could not be heard.
It might be like,
I just noticed your shirt. You've got the right swag.
I love this shirt.
It's a great shirt. I have one as well.
And it's a great name, Starship.
I mean, how did you predict the future? Starships are meant to fly.
I do not know. But major shout out to Elon. Elon, thank you for everything that you're doing for humanity.
He's the man, for sure.
Yes. Oh my God.
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
Period.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, man. No, I wasn't thinking about it.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
I just feel like you can't come off like you're a paid prop for us to want to accept your stuff. And I'm like, starships are meant to fly because they're starships. They're starships. Where else would they go? Where else would they be? You know, so she wants y'all to believe he's a great person and thanks what you're doing for humanity. Girl, sit the fuck down. So girl, aggravates me. Sherri Shepherd, okay, final farewell. Okay. Her show has come to an end. Look.
Oh wow. Hey family. Hey
They show that end and they say goodbye. I remember when Oprah, said goodbye. I can't, Wendy Williams, which is gone, child. I don't like to talk like some of those other shows, or whatever. But I feel
hey family. I don't take it lightly because for 1 hour every day, I really felt like everybody here and at home was my family.
Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I don't want to get flagged. But I still feel bad that her show got canceled. It was not renewed. We also know that Kelly Clarkson's show was not renewed either. I still don't like this. Gonna sound mean, I guess, but I don't care. I still am upset that they kept on Jennifer Hudson's show. I don't feel like Jennifer Hudson's show is a quality talk show. I don't. I feel like her show is popular on social media because of the Spirit Tunnel, but like on a quality level, I feel like they should have gave Sherri's show another season. You know, and then put it out that, hey, if this new season don't go good, the show will cancel. And that could have helped the show get either better guests or they can figure things out. But I'm still upset they canceled her show. But again, she's done now. It's over.
Something on today's show put a smile on your face. To all the viewers watching, thank you for putting a smile on my face every day for the last 4 years.
Again, 4 years, okay? I'm just upset. And I think I might be more upset because Jennifer born ad is still on. Now, I don't watch Jennifer Hudson's show. I tried to, and it just is boring. Jennifer Hudson's, the reason I don't like Jennifer Hudson as a talk show host, Jennifer talks as if someone wrote down stuff. Hey, so your name is Sherri? Hi, Sherri. So someone told me you're a woman. Yeah. And did you have breasts? How do your breasts feel? Like she comes off like she's reading a teleprompter, but like she also can't read. And she's trying to figure out, I don't know. So you celebrate Christmas. How you wrap gifts in your house. It's like, it's so weird. And it's not a conversation. I know it's gonna sound rude, but I don't care. Jennifer Hudson does not have a conversational bone in her body. You know, it's a, hey guys, this list says to ask you 5 questions. Question number 1, when you wake up in the morning, do you brush your teeth or do you wash your face? Oh, well, how do you wash your face? What is that kind of weird shit that this doesn't, it doesn't feel good. And even if she has great guests, it's never a conversation. It's a question and answer. And then she just seems a bit lame. Now, she's a great singer. Okay. She sings very, very well, but I don't want to watch her show for the sing. I watch talk shows to be entertained by the conversation. Y'all come watch me because I'm entertaining. Sometimes I can't believe it, but you want someone who can hold a conversation, can back and forth it, can pivot, and I never feel that from her. So for me, I hate the fact that they kept her show on because it's not a quality show as her as the host. It doesn't mean that she doesn't have great guests. It doesn't mean that we don't have the Spirit Tunnel, but Jennifer Hudson as a host of the show is terrible. Okay, it's terrible. She does not have quick response. She doesn't even have her responses don't even make any sense. She can't pivot at all. And it's December. Are you going to Christmas? You have a birthday? You were born? Someone told me you were born. How did that go? How was your birth? Bitch, I don't know. You know, it's that weirdness that I did, and I feel like the guests are having to force themselves to enjoy the conversation because they didn't promote something. And I hate that because Sherri is like, if they gave Sherri Wendy's show for a reason. Because hate her or love her, Sherri is great at what she does. And I think that's why she's so hurt her show wasn't renewed. Because I'm not going to say canceled. I'm going to say her show wasn't renewed. Okay? They did not renew her show for more seasons. I'm not going to say canceled. But Sherri has that, she had that it factor. And it's hard for us to, one, lose quality shows and then keep a bullshit show. And this aggravates me. And yes, it's great that her husband is a black woman and she's still working and the crew, her team are still working cool. However, bitch, the spirit tunnel should not save a show. Okay? Yeah. What was that like? Tell me about that. And I'm like, no. And no interview should feel the exact same. You should not have the same talking points. I don't think we ever have the same repetitive conversations here on my channel. Every show is different. And again, I make something out of nothing on a regular basis. Okay? So I'm not trying to hate on J Hud. I'm just saying it's okay for crappy people. It's okay for a crappy interviewer, talk show host to lose their job because they're not good at what they do. And the one thing that saves your show should not be the guests dancing down the hallway. At all. Okay? So, and I don't sound mean to you. I hope Jennifer Hudson's show doesn't get renewed past next season. I just don't like her as a talk show host. I don't. When she was a coach on The Voice, was it The Voice? What show the chairs turn on? Whatever show the chairs turn around in, that was cool because that's her in the singing world or whatever. That's fine by me. She did not need to be on no one's couch having any kind of interview conversation with anybody. She should not. Just saying. Chloe's son is a terror. Okay. And at first I wasn't going to discuss this, but I said no. We should. You want to know why? Because if a black woman's child went somewhere and acted a fucking fool, we would drag them across the room. Okay. So Chloe is talking about her son Tatum and how he went to Malika's son's party and acted the ass.
I was like, we're going to go to Ace's graduation lunch. He's like, I don't want to go. I was like, he's 3. He's fine. He's going to go. And so me, him, Dream, True, Chicago, and Psalm, we all went to this graduation lunch. And Tatum comes in and he was like, I don't want to be here. And it was this private patio that Malika rented out. And you have to walk 4 steps down these stairs. And I said, well, Tatum, just come inside. And there was coloring books and all this stuff. I was like, you're going to have fun.
And I get it. He's 3. Okay. Kids that are 3 are terrible sometimes. They have some terrible 2 child. Sometimes terrible 2s track over to terrible 3s. But I digress.
He's looking down these stairs. He goes, okay, I'm going to make such a big mess. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He's saying your intrusive thoughts. I was like, okay. Why does he actually bolt to the balloon garland, knocks it over? I'm mortified. I'm like, oh, he is just deliberately making a big mess. And he's now at this water fountain, splashing water everywhere. He took the coloring books, True and Dream and Shire. He's grabbing the candy. He would I've never seen someone faster in my life. He would just see a section, demolish it, go to the next section. He saw the food buffet and he's like, I'm going to flip all that over. I was like, no, you're not. It's hot. It's boiling water. So he didn't do that. But it was so funny because you had to be there to see him act like this.
It was funny, bitch. If I invite you and your children, your nieces and nephews, to my son's graduation party, my child's graduation party, and your son decides to come and wreak havoc because he don't want to be here, and you think it's funny?
He was just the Tasmanian devil, tornadoing through this party. And I called the nanny. I was like, are you nearby? Because you have to come and get him. He doesn't want to stay here and I don't know what to do. I have to be here for 2 more hours. I was like, we're going to go.
So as she said, she called the nanny. Okay. Because I don't know what to do. Bitch, what? Look, we know Chloe's a great. Y'all know my rule. I'm still pissed at Chloe and them for how they treated Jordan. Okay. When Jordan and the Tristan thing happened or whatever, I'm still pissed at her. So why we get she's a great person and blah 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 blah. Whatever. Going on your podcast to tell a story about your 3-year-old child who said to you, I'm gonna fuck shit up. And then proceeded to go fuck shit up at someone else's celebrational event. Another child. Okay. And you had, which means he don't even fear you. He not scared of you or Tristan. Because, and again, I get his 3. I fully get his 3. Okay. So I get it. However, for you to then say, I called the nanny because I didn't know what to do. What do you mean? What do you mean? The fact that once you saw him knock the balloons over, you didn't grab his little ass and take him outside to figure it out. Okay? I feel like Malika can watch the other children. She can watch, True and Dream and was it True and Dream in Chicago and whoever else was there, all other kids, whatever. Like she can watch those kids who are behaving themselves for a few minutes while you tackle Tatum, call his fucking daddy. Yeah, you watched it. That's the fact that she saw exactly what he did. It said he was like a Tasmanian devil. It's gonna sound mean, but I don't care. I don't care. Mothers who discipline and raise their own children know when they kid about to act a fucking fool. And they also know how to grab and get a hold of their child to prevent them from ruining someone's event. And what angers me, I think, the most is you didn't care enough about Malika's son's event to get your son the fuck out of there.
Him, Dream, True, Chicago, and Psalm, we all went to this graduation lunch. And Tatum comes in and he was like, I don't want to be here. And it was this private patio that Malika rented out, and you have to like walk.
Meaning Malika rented out someone else's space, bitch. They're at home.
Walk like 4 steps down these stairs. And I said, well, Tatum, just come inside. And like there was coloring books and all this stuff. I was like, you're going to have fun. He's looking down these stairs. He goes, okay, I'm going to make such a big mess.
In the moment my child says, my nephew, my godchildren, y'all know, I don't have my own children. However, I have 30,000 godkids. Okay. I have, Sierra, Kyrie, Carlton, Teron, Takira. Okay. I have 5 godchildren. Okay. DJ is my nephew. I have helped raise children. And if I ever heard a child under my care, a child I love, say to me, I don't want to be here, I'm going to fuck everything up before they can even run. I'm grabbing them. Because what you mean? What do you mean? No. Okay. True, Chicago, Dream, y'all go play. Have a fun time. Okay. And you would grab the one kid who was acting the ass already to prevent them from ruining your people's event. Girl, you let them loose.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like saying your like intrusive thoughts. I was like, okay. Why does he actually bolt to the balloon garland, like knocks it over? I'm mortified. I'm like, he is just deliberately making a big mess. And he's now at this water fountain, splashing water everywhere. He took the coloring books, True and Dream and Shire, like he's grabbing the candy. He would like, I've never seen someone faster in my life. He would just like see a section, like demolish it, go to the next section. He saw the food buffet and he's like, I'm going to flip all that over. I was like, no, you're not. It's hot. It's like boiling water. So he didn't do that. But
meaning when you told him, hey, that's hot, he knew not to do something. You allow him to ruin an event.
It was so funny because Like you
It was so funny. Bitch, if I was Malika, me and Chloe, we beefed out now. Because I would never explain my child having a fit at my best friend's son's graduation event. It was so funny when he went and knocked over everything. It was so funny when he knocked the coloring books and he splashed. It was so funny when he spilled water everywhere.
You had to be there to see him act like this. He was like just the Tasmanian devil, like tornadoing through this party. And I called the nanny. I was like, are you nearby? Because you have to come and get him. Like, he doesn't want to stay here and I don't know what to do. I have to be here for 2 more hours. I was like, we're going to.
So my nanny came and got my son because I did not know how to parent him. And I can't leave. I have to be here for 2 hours. I can't parent him. I can't leave and go be a mom. I have to be here because Malika's son's party's here and my son has fucked it all up. The fact that you don't have the knowledge, the experience as a mom of 2, okay? You have 2 children. You've helped Rob with Dream. She ain't no anything. The fact that you did not have any mothering skills, knowledge in your body to parent your son who was behaving badly in public and ruined a of the kids' event is crazy to me. And it also, to me, means you're not really raising your children. Because how can you not know what to do? He's 3. This can't be the first time he's acted up. It can't be, because no kids have tantrums all the time. They have tantrums, all that happens. But the fact that your first thought was, well, let him fuck shit up. And then call the nanny. In any regular household, I'm going to call your daddy and he's going to whoop your ass. And maybe not even a real beating or whatever, but the fact that girl, I said, Chloe, no, right, is she? And it makes you feel like, are they so rich that they don't really parent their children? They just have enough money to pay someone else to help them watch the kids. Because it's easy if your child is very, very well behaved and they never do anything wrong. That's easy. But what about when your children are having a fucking fit? What do you do as a parent? How do you as a parent handle difficulties with your children? If you have no idea how to discipline your child, how good of a parent are you? This wasn't a thing where she said he started crying, and caused a fit. That's whatever. But you said he went and was a Tasmanian devil. And you could not catch him, what to do, and I called the fucking nanny. Okay. So all that Chloe is a great parent. And I'm not saying she's a bad parent. What I'm saying is, what level is her parenting skills? If her parenting skills means I pay for a nanny, I pay for the best schooling, we're paying for the best foods, the house, their rooms are really, really pretty, my house is organized. But if my child is acting a fool in public at someone else's event, I have no idea how to control the situation. I can't even control my child. I don't know what to do. I call the nanny. That's like saying there's a gunman outside. I call the police. No, that's a different situation. You may need the police. You should never have to call your nanny to discipline or to help you raise or control your child. And maybe her point was, I didn't know what to do. I said, hey, just come get him. I can't leave. Just come get him. You can't discipline him. What Tristan at? Is Tristan in the playoffs? Where he at? He can't come get him? Girl, I was like, bitch, what did you mean? That is weird. Wiz Khalifa. Okay, y'all know Wiz Khalifa was accused of, found guilty of, okay, and sentenced to 9 months in prison for marijuana possession over there in Romania, okay? And child, it is a warrant out for that man arrest. Okay, we keep telling y'all, do not be going across the pond, across the rivers, across the world, and breaking the laws. Okay, per Billboard, now he's listed on the Romanian police website. Okay, with an active warrant. Can you imagine your passport picture is up in a Romanian place, and they say, "Hey, we want him," meaning you can never go back to Romania. Now he may never want to. He may never want to go back over there. Fine. However, they said, bitch, come on over here. Okay, now he was smoking weed on stage back in 2024 at a performance, whatever. And it's illegal to do that. Okay. Illegal to do that. But he had about 18 grams of marijuana on him. He was first hit with a fine of $830, but they didn't push for a harsher punishment. And he was sentenced to 9 months in prison back in December. And now Romanian police has issued a warrant for his arrest because he is not reported to jail. Okay. So, I mean, I guess as long as he never goes over there, he's probably good. He just can't go back to Romania. Now, I also don't know, I also don't know what other countries he can't go to, because what if he goes to, I'm just examples. If one country said, hey, we want you here, so you don't go there. But what if another country is cool with Romania? Okay, you go to the cool with Romania country, and then they say, hey, Romania wants you, we're going to keep you here and send you there. So he would have to also be sure he don't go anywhere he can't go anywhere that might extradite him to Romania. Okay, this ain't America. Okay, just don't go anywhere. Okay, again, a 9-month prison sentence. Okay, now he did say, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Okay, but light up a blunt on stage. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But some of these countries where we have, what's a little weed? Just a little weed. It ain't like that over there. Again, Brittany Griner. You have to follow the rules of where you are. Okay? If it's not legal there, don't even test it. Matter of fact, there's no country I would go to and do any drugs. Okay? I don't want no weed. I don't want Tylenol. Okay, because I don't know what's legal over there, and I do not want to get caught up at the damn airport because I got fucking Tylenol 3 in my purse that they think is cocaine. No. Okay, so Wiz Khalifa, go sit down somewhere. Okay, I also want to say congrats to Courtney Kemp. Courtney Kemp is really the star behind the Power universe. Okay, she was a creative power. She was a writer on the show and all of that. She's also she's in charge of. She's the creator of the show Nemesis. I have to watch Nemesis on Netflix. I just have not gotten into it yet, but it's on. I'm gonna watch it this weekend because I'm off work. She is on to Nemesis or whatever, but she just signed a multi-year deal with Apple TV. Okay, again, they had all the Power shows on Stars, and she ain't with Stars no more. She said, "Deuces, bitch." But she's a Black woman too. Okay, so congrats to Courtney Kemp. I can't wait to see what she comes up with. She's a great writer. Okay, so yeah, congrats to her on that. We have to say congrats sometimes too, y'all. 21 Savage posted a baby. Lotto had the baby. Her and 21 Savage are now, showing the fact that they're together or whatever. So he posted. Now we assume it's his baby. It's a brand new baby. He put, we did it, y'all. We did it, y'all. Okay, the baby's in, his clothing brands. okay, or whatever. Because y'all know that man be across the seas. And then, trying to sound, because again, they're together now. His arm hurts. So now that they publicly came out, now this is gonna be the kicker. Don't y'all break up, bitch. Don't if you live in secret for years and you pop out together with a baby, bitch, don't you break up. Now that's what be happening. I don't worry though, okay. But he said, bitch, we did it. We together. Okay. Also, they posted, they think him and her has a collaboration beside the baby. Her album come out next Friday. I'm pretty sure that they have a song together because they posted this, Lotto and little collaborative post of them together. Okay, again, they just had a baby, and maybe that's a lot of folks say, I'll let you see who I'm with when we married. I'll let you in when it's real serious and the baby's serious. So I feel like this whole it's the little knife thing is his brand or whatever, and the knife had little cheetah print was her brand. So one day just had a baby. Her album comes out next Friday, and so I'm pretty sure this collaboration is probably a joint song. I'm pretty sure because she's gonna release a song for the album, probably one with him and her. He may say, "I ain't got no wife, I got a baby mama. Her name Lotto." I don't know. But the baby right now and whatnot, child, Jesus fix it. Look, I hope that man not married. I hope that man not married. Okay, Aaliyah. The reason I put Aaliyah, her name was Aaliyah, not Aaliyah. The reason I put Aaliyah on the thumbnail, one, because I want to. But what I was going to get into for Aaliyah, okay. The age ain't nothing but a number. Okay, came out a long time ago, and they are re-releasing. It's a reissue of that song, and on the original cover art, R. Kelly is on the jacket of the CDs or whatever, and with the reissuing of it, okay, they notice that where R. Kelly is, that there's a sticker over his face, so you can't see him. Now, some folks feel like, okay, is her family trying to, you probably don't want to fully change the cover. I would have put that shit on Canva and removed it, just removed R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they can't do that is because I don't know why. And they say, hey, send it on out and just put a sticker over his face. Okay. It just make sure on every CD jacket cover book thing, put a little sticker over his face. Now me being 44, and the whole age ain't nothing but a number. And Aaliyah being so young when that song came out, R. Kelly being attached to it, we didn't even see the writing on the wall. Okay. We did not even think about why is R. Kelly so involved? What does that mean? I don't really know. And the fact that he did marry her when she was a teen. And even after they got that marriage annulled and all that thing happened, they really separated her from any mention of him. And there was never, she kind of rebranded. Her family rebranded her and completely moved away from any conversation, questions, concerns about her and or R. Kelly. At the time. So them re-releasing or reissuing the 8 with a number song, he has put a sticker over him. R. Kelly's in prison. At this point, we know for a fact there was an inappropriate relationship with R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Like, that's just what it is. I get her family has always made sure to not damage or diminish her legacy. with any mention of any connection between her and him. But I also feel like, hey, it happened. It happened. And if you want to re-release the song or the CD or whatever, it probably would have been better, like I said before, to airbrush or to crop him out of the picture. Just saying, okay? Because still over his face, I mean, we still see it there. Anyway, that's what I want to get to for him. Jada Pinkett Smith. So remember Will Smith's ex-friend, was trying to sue Jada, okay, for, she made me gain weight with stress and threats, and they was upset with me because of me wanting to write a book about Will Smith and blah 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 blah. And in court, Jada had won. The judge had dismissed a couple of charges with the lawsuit, and so Jada was like, okay, well, cool. Well, since you gonna release some of the charges, my lawyer fees he should pay. Now again, I need folk to know you can't be suing people for no reason, because some people will sue you for their lawyer fees, and if you don't have the money, how you in debt? Gosh, okay. So again, a judge ordered Bilal Salam to pay $32,000 in attorney fees after Jada's legal team said, hey, he should pay our fees. Now she was asking for $49,000, and the court said no. The court reduced it down to $32,836 because the court said, hey, I feel like your lawyers, okay, Jada, your lawyers bill at a high hourly rate, okay, and the judge described as excessive time on certain tasks despite their experience, meaning you can't charge $500 an hour to read a legal brief or to respond to some interrogatories. You can't do all of that when you are a well-established law firm. Some things should not take that long because of how established you are, how experienced you are. You can't do all that. So they felt like Jada's attorneys tried to get more money out of Jada. Okay, you charging too fucking much out of the Jada of it all. Okay, so they say no. So this is Salam also sought to have the fee reduced due to financial hardship. Judge said nah. Nah. Okay, pay the monies. Some things are still in court, but again, it's a little bit of a win. Again, I just feel like I'm not suing anyone if I know for a fact I'm not going to win, or if I know for a fact they're going to sue me back for court fees. I'm not doing it. Okay, I want to keep my money. Okay, court. Wendy Williams and Eddie Williams, okay, was back in court on, was it yesterday? I think it was today. So they were in court, child, walking up, and shout out to the We Go podcast was there. Wendy and Eddie arrived at the Maryland courthouse defending themselves in the case about the insurance fraud, child, a fake robbery, and all those things. Okay. Now at first they wanted to be tried separately. Okay. They have 16 felony counts. Okay. But now the court said, nah, y'all will have a joint trial. Okay, tried together around here. Again, they're accused of defrauding for about $450K, about allegedly staging a fake robbery at the home. So that's what they're in court for. The trial is set for January 23rd through the 29th, 2027. Okay, there's a status hearing on January 13th. Now I feel that's what, like 6 months. Well, it's 7 months away, like 7 months away, for them to either get a credible defense or take plea deal. Child, I just feel like I would never want to, one, be in court over some bullshit. And then two, having to be in court over some bullshit, it's playing out on social media. And then not only that, you know, people feel like you did it. You know, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Girl, I hope y'all got some good evidence to prove y'all didn't do it. I hope y'all have found the burglars. I hope y'all can say, hey, the items where they said that we reported it as stolen, but they saw the item in our house. I hope they have like a new receipt that show that, oh, we went and bought the same stuff again. You know, we went and bought myself a new Gucci shirt because the old one was stolen. You know, we went and, you know, bought girl, why she walk like that? Them shoes on her feet. But again, I hope that they're figuring things out, because it just the accusations and the potential evidence don't look good. And that's the part that makes me sad. Is one thing if they say, hey, we think y'all lied about what was stolen. They think y'all lied about the robbery. Okay? They think y'all lied about the robbery. And this whole girl. Anyway. And today her birthday. Happy birthday, Wendy. She may go to prison. Dr. Heavenly, who was running for a congressional seat, lost. Okay, now look, that probably means that she'll be back on Married to Medicine, like what she'll call. It'll be back on Married to Medicine next season. But I also feel like she came in second place. I think she got like maybe 18% of the votes. The person won is a black woman as well. But again, she came in second. You know, it's fine. She lost. She gave a little speech. Hold on. Turn Daddy Damon.
Guys, it's Dr. Heavenly Counts here. Listen, I want to take time to thank all of the people that supported me.
Is Damon high? Y'all, do Damon look high to y'all? He might be sleepy. It may have been a long day. He was tired. But I'm like, is he here? Little ganja? Little gummy?
The volunteers that called, all the people that raised money, all the people that helped and had hope. And I want to tell you, this is not over. We're going to come back. I've already called Jasmine Clark and congratulated the Queen. I'm sure she'll do an amazing job. I'm so proud of her, but I'm also very proud of you. We did something different. We made history and we ran for Congress, baby, and we came in number 2. And I ain't mad at nobody. Thank you guys so much again for your support. You want to say something, Daddy?
Thank you all. I know you worked so hard and we're proud of you. We love you guys for all you did with us.
I want to make sure that we all know to stand together behind Jasmine Clark, because we cannot let a Republican win. We need to keep this seat Democratic. So I want everybody to come together behind Jasmine Clark. She won fair and square, and I'm sure she's going to do a great job. But
now I'm glad Heavy did say that. We can't afford for those fucking Republican child at all. Okay, keep it blue. Okay. Blue is the way to go.
But not just her. We have so many other candidates that did. Hey guys, this great job. Keisha Lance Bottoms. Listen, we cannot give up. We cannot give in. If they rechange our lines, if they redraw our district, we get bigger. We start motivating. We start getting together and actually strategizing to make sure that we keep our voting rights intact. Again, I'm Dr. Heavenly Kimes, and this is Dr. Damon Kimes, and we're going to continue to fight by giving away free dentistry, making sure we still do our health fairs, our giveaways. We thank you for everything you've done, and we're going to continue to work hard. Thank you.
Don't you cuss nobody out, Heavenly. You don't you be on that show next season, cuss nobody out because they told you a loser, that you ain't win. Again, as she said, she came in second place. You know, Democrats still won. The fight isn't over. Okay. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. What's left? I got to remember. I did them. Okay, I'm good. I'm like, what's going on? I want to be sure to be done. Wait, let me refresh because I'll be forgetting stuff. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to do K. Michelle last because that's a bunch of bullshit. Queen Latifah. Well, no, let's do Cardi first. Well, it's two things with Cardi. One, Cardi spoke about her tour. So Cardi's tour grossed $70 million. Okay, that being her first tour, it was all sold out shows. It was only about like 2-3 months or whatever, and she was on Twitter Spaces talking.
Wanted this tour to be big, so a lot of my money that I have myself, I put it in my tour. How much did I spend on production? No lie, about $35 million. I just spent $450,000 on a fucking chain. What are you?
$35 million. Okay. Again, if she's at one point she was, because it was a long live she did, and at one point on the live she said the label gave her $20 million. Okay, and I think a piece of the $20 million is what she spent on the production. If you made $70 million, okay, and you had to pay whoever back $30 million, okay, if you still made a profit of about 20 or 30 million, that's a profit. Okay, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about? She bought me a $500,000 car. Like, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers be talking about? Shit, I just spent $20,000 on a fucking belly ring. Two of them. One of them is $20,000. The other one is $13,000. I do want to go on tour real soon. However, I will ideally like to go on tour. I'll say about September, October, so I could be off November and December. However, motherfuckers gotta come correct. I feel like I showed how much money I could make and I could gross. There's so many people that's giving me so many different offerings, like different promoters that are giving me different offerings, and I just want to make sure I make the best decision and the best money and the best promotions. I'm just weighing my options. When you sell tickets, you got options to actually have people fighting for you, and that's what I'm like really waiting on.
So again, I wish I would have had a longer version of what she said, how she kind of broke down how she got the advance money that went into production, and then she put a bit of her own money into it. But again, she made it back on tour because she made $70 million. Also, I think this been her first tour. I think she said this a little bit earlier in her tour on a live before. She said how she said some stuff they paid more money for that they didn't need to. So I also think this tour was probably a learning lesson too for what you should spend money on, what you should not spend money on, what costs more money for this or for that. So it's probably also a learning lesson. And like her saying that she know she can make the money. She can sell out a tour. So if I can sell out a tour, I can get promoters on my roster, and I know how to properly plan stuff. So I'm not spending too much on this or that. Because when I kept saying, when she said at one point how the Ferris wheel thing, they had to spend more money at one point to make it travel. I'm like, girl, get some poles. Okay, get some poles. Don't have a whole thing. Get some cheap, okay? But the fact that she knew my tour was great. I made all the money. I sold out all my shows. And now that I know what I can do and how to do it, the second part will be better. Now, she was saying at one point that she was thinking about doing it in September. Girl, do it. Do it. Also, Chef Nah Cooking Mila is still out here looking for attention. Now, I really want folk to ignore Chef Nah Cooking Mila because, again, she's Chef Nah Cooking Mila. Like, I don't know how else to tell y'all that. But Chef Nah Cooking Mila is still on social media trying to get Cardi B's attention, also trying to go at the hair braider Shy, which is weird, all over to find digs. Now I feel like Cardi B is probably purposefully ignoring her to sue her. She posted on her page, "Don't let the fake I'm an innocent immigrant talk fool y'all. You also a liar that knows that man cheats on and treated your friend Cardi B so bad. You love your clients, right? What you be doing, I guess so. But hey, some people do anything for money, like you going up there lying and not giving you back nothing." And she tagged she tagged Cardi, she tagged Shy, what is weird too. At one point, she accused Stefan of abusing Cardi, which I'm pretty sure Cardi may sue for. I'm pretty sure, because why would you try to put out that I'm in an abusive relationship and someone's beating me up as if it's fact? That could hurt my brand if I'm Cardi sue her. Okay, sue her now. Okay, she then posted these texts. Child, let me pull them up because I can't see that shit on my screen. What's weird is I feel like she wants attention that no one is giving her, and she know if she mentions Cardi's name, the blog will pick it up. Because I have seen it somewhere else and I had ignored it because I feel like, girl, nobody care about you. You know, nobody care about you. Let me see if I can pull up my phone to see it better. She said, yes, she needs CashApp or Venmo. You sent them videos and photos saying nothing was wrong with me. I was regular. I called you while I was in the kitchen at 4:30. I never called you in the kitchen. Yet you set up here and had me go meet him. Pass all these messages. So this whole time you never mentioned any of this. This is so fucked up. You know he fucking did it. And him trying to give me $100K to recant my statement with that bullshit letter his agent wrote and sent you. Whole time you played me too. Send her a Venmo or Cash App. I just feel like the text don't mean nothing. That's still you saying shit to them, but no one's saying you right. He did. You know, she ain't saying any of that. And then Shy sent back to those texts. Hi Mila. I was at work and now send your message. If you want to have a conversation, we can. I don't have Cash App. She can send via Venmo. What you said doesn't warrant a rebuttal. That's your feelings about the situation. That's your perspective. If you want to have a conversation, we can. The last we spoke and you were venting, I did tell you I was asked to testify by his defense. Again, Mila trying to paint this picture and reading that shit. I had to zoom in and my eyes hurt. Chef Non-Cooking Mila is really trying to win a war that she's lost. There's nothing, unless you produce a video showing him abusing you or abusing Cardi, or you have audio or video of other staff members agreeing that he did shit to y'all or whatever, you come off like a crazed ex-girlfriend. And even the text that you be showing people, it don't be proving no points at all. And if he has abused Cardi, but if Cardi hasn't come out and said nothing about it, you can't force us to believe you. You can't at all. So I feel like she doesn't get that the more she tries to prove her point by coming for Cardi, by tagging Cardi, by tagging the hair braider girl, Shy, who's cool with because she braids Cardi Kia's hair or whatever. It's just you lost. Yeah, and I think she mad she didn't take the money. Because if he offered you $100K and you didn't take it, and y'all are now in court, and now you won't get nothing. And want nobody to hire you. So, girl, that's on you. But I really want us to be out of the group chat. And she keeps trying to put Cardi in it. And I'm like, Cardi gonna fuck around and sue you. But I'm gonna let you be, bitch. I'm gonna let you be. Queen Latifah was on with Angie Martinez for the In Real Life podcast, and she was talking about struggle that she had with fame and the struggling in the business and how she has kind of handled things in her own way.
Yeah. The only thing I will say, and I know I also value your privacy. You know what I mean? And I respect you so much that I would never want to push anything about you. But I will say, it has been really joyful for people who love you to see you just seem and be free. Like, that's really it. It's like, I don't even want to know the details of all the intimacies of whatever, all the decision making. And I know you don't really want to share that, but you have been more open. You have been outside. You have been on carpets with your wife, and everybody knows you have a child. And
I've always been outside, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you haven't really been. It's not like,
but you
there's
had
not
to
a
know
lot
me
of
to
big
know.
secrets.
You had to know me to know. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. It wasn't like something I felt. I've seen people. You know, some people are really good at navigating public life. Some people are really bad at it. And some of my peers, my friends, like that fame. Yeah.
The only thing her saying
at the beginning, I would literally just fame.
Her saying how some folks are good at celebrity life. I think her point is, you know, when we see certain celebrities, we never really see them being caught by paparazzi or being caught out and like all this invasiveness. And you have some who we always see them out and about and whatever. I think her point is, if you really want to live a private life, you can. You can absolutely live a private, comfortable life where you're not in hiding, but you're also not on the blog every day. And there's a difference in, you know, how to navigate life if that's what you want.
Thing hit them and their anonymity went away, and they were like, they couldn't really handle that, you know. Plus, we're teenagers and we got to grow up still. We're still growing up. So that's really, really tough to grow up in front of the world. But I never felt, I also see people invite the world into their house and then come to regret it. So I don't really feel the need to put my whole life in everybody else's hands. It's not like something that's a desire I have for you to know what's going on in my house every 5 minutes, or what I ate, or how I sleep, or what I'm doing. Like, that's not for you. And
meaning, I'm not out here on social media posting breakfast with my wife, or, you know, all this and all that. We at home living life, but I don't have to, because the only reason someone can see in your house and what's going on in your house is if you show them. If you show them. And even if you only show them you making breakfast at one time at band camp or whatever, that's still something that you put out there. So her saying, I've always been out and about. I was never hiding anything. I just also wasn't putting my life in anyone's face because I didn't have to. I don't have to invite y'all to my breakfast table.
And I've tried to be a person who asks for help, you know, or I say, you know, I'm tapping. I don't have this. I ain't got this one. Yeah, absolutely. And go get help. Go figure it out. Go talk to somebody, or step away for a second, whatever time I can get. I've had to make adjustments through the years. In the beginning, that fame thing hit them, disappear. And everybody be looking for me. I have things to do. I would just blow off everything and just bounce. And I would call my mother and I'm like, Mom, I'm up here. I'll go to my brother's grave half the time, get 2 Coronas, you know, one for him, one for me. I'm like, Ma, I'm fine. I'm not speaking to anybody. I need a minute. And she would talk to whoever she needed to talk to let them know. Back up, give us some space. And it really would generally just take that day for me to recenter, you know, and then I'll be ready for the world again. I'm ready for the fight all over again.
But what was it? What are you battling? Like, what were you?
Because I appear that I can handle a lot, people throw a lot at me to handle. And I'm like, I can't handle all of that. There's a limit to how much I can handle. I may appear to be able to carry that load, but that load is heavy. And so when do I get to take a break? And if I say, hey, I need a minute beginning, I would literally.
And I think people don't get how hard fame is, because if I'm Queen Latifah and I'm this hard, strong, beautiful Black woman and whatever, and if people think they can just keep giving me more and more and more to handle, I can't. And then having to work on top of fame, it's crazy. So her even saying, I was now need a break because fame is too much. I can't struggle and be great and be successful. I made bitch leave me alone. Okay, get out my face.
Hey, I need a minute. I need a break.
But you're on a $50 million production. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which means nothing to me. Because I'm not materialistic. It could be $100 million production. It could be $1 billion production. Guess what? I will bounce. You know what I mean?
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I cannot be moved by money. It's too dangerous. You know what I mean? Like that's not enough of a motivation for me. What I noticed is when I did things for a check, I hated it half the time. You know, the check cleared, the money was good, but I really did not enjoy it. It wasn't memorable. My heart wasn't in it. So I felt like I needed to do things that really meant something to me. And that's literally from my first couple of jobs.
Wow.
On. Hey, I need a minute.
Which means some of her earlier stuff, well, we thought it was great. She probably wasn't even having a fucking fun. And I do think she's speaking more about stuff in her earlier career than stuff currently. Because I do think at some point in time, she was really, really busy. She was really, really like, where's Queen? She was in different movies, TV, all these things. So I think she had to learn how to pivot. She had to learn how to ask for help. Learn how I can't say yes to everything. Because saying yes to things for the money never made me happy. And I love her saying now that I'm not moved by the check. I'm not moved by the check. The check, it ain't shit, bitch. I don't care. I don't care how big the budget is. If I am overwhelmed, if it's too much for me, I need a break. And sometimes people don't ask for help when they need the help. And her admitting, hey, I will be like, hey, I gotta go. I need some time. And I think she probably now has things in place to where that doesn't happen as often, but it probably happened a lot more in the beginning because, again, she was doing so much. She was a yes, and whatever. Okay. Yes, Queen Latifah is she's a lesbian. She has a wife. They have a daughter. Either daughter, maybe it's a son. They have a child. So even in the beginning of this interview, she was saying to Angie, you know, I've never really been hiding who I was. You know, I think the difference now is we just know what it is. Queen did not start with Dana, child. She did not start walking red carpets with her wife. You know, I would say probably right before they had the baby. And now we do see her out more. Now, she may not come out and say, hey, it's me and my wife, Ebony, but we all know that's her wife. We also know they have a baby. Little by little, she's came out and shown her life a little bit more, but not to the point to where she's saying, hey, let me kiss my wife on camera. It's not that. She's just living life. And if you see her, you know, oh, yeah, that's her wife, Ebony. Oh yeah, they have a child together. You know, the wife carried the baby, but again, she's never verbally came out and said, "Hi, my name is Dana, also known as Latifah, and I'm a lesbian." She's never done that, but I do think in her own space, she has said that in her own way, and sometimes that's all anyone needs to live in their truth. It doesn't have to be this worldwide announcement to the world. And I think that's what she did, sort of, kind of, because now when you at any event, let me Google it just so you can see her. Yeah, Queen Latifah. When you see her at any event, she's been with her wife for a while. Like, her and Ebony have been together for a while. So, you know, you would see them together. And I do think like before, you maybe never seen them together as much. Or no, you would see them together, but not know, oh, are they dating? I don't know. But they were just, you know, just together. And then I think once they got married, once they had a child together, and once you just always see them together, okay, yeah, that's her girlfriend, that's her wife. So Ebony isn't, you know, anyone we haven't seen her with, you know, again, it's been years. of them together. So, once private is not a secret. You're saying private is not a secret. And I think that's her point. I'm not living a secret life. I have a private life that I don't have to share with anybody. And I do think once her wife became pregnant and stuff like that, that was like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, no, they're together. They're together. Okay. And like, I don't have to hold her hand, on the red carpet. That's their child. And we've seen them, they've shown their child on plenty of occasions. So that's not anything either. So again, her thing is like, we're not hiding anything. We're living life. And you people will catch them on, on vacation or whatever. But I love her point in saying, hey, I was never hiding anything. I was never hiding anything. I just wasn't publicly coming out and saying, hey, look who I'm fucking. So I'm proud of her. I'm also proud of her for just coming out and saying how, she would be overwhelmed and would have to take breaks. But now she knows, hey, no means no if it's too much. I'm not going to keep saying yes to either film work or keep to whatever it is. Because money ain't gonna move me, bitch. Not today, not ever. Okay. Now, lastly, K Michelle. Okay. Now, K Michelle is on a promotional tour. I don't know if it's for Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if she has I don't know. Because in the clips that make it on the social media, I haven't heard anybody discussing her actual album or anything other than what's on the television and whatnot. It's on her page. Let's see. I don't even think does she have what is she doing? I don't know. But she's on a freaking promotional tour, and I'm assuming it's for Atlanta Housewives. And she was on Shannon Sharp. And Kay is around here. Oh, Porsha, made it talk about my vagina, and I'm so hurt. And the girls from Atlanta hurt me so bad from Atlanta House, from Love Hip Hop. She has this notion that no one should be able to joke about her or say mean things towards her or bring up any old rumors or whatever. I'm a changed person. I'm not on Love Hip Hop no more. I am a married woman. She wants to be a changed person, but you on fucking Shannon Sharp's Club Shay throwing shot at Tamar.
Versus.
Oh, I think I should do a versus.
Who you gonna go up against?
Probably the Muppet. But I mean,
who the Muppet?
I will not. She probably be so much better than me. She as an elitist and black person, she's so refined.
Now, I posted somewhere. Tamar should make a song, a country song about stinky pussy. Okay, and she should perform it in a Muppet costume. Okay, and sing because Tamar irked my nerve. Tamar can sing her ass off, and to me, I do think when Tamar is doing the right song, she's an amazing singer. But K Michelle calling Tamar a Muppet in 2026 after crying on Housewives about an 8-year-old stank coochie rumor and alluding to Porsha must admit my coochie stank. But you can't be up here calling the lady a Muppet, because if she put on a Muppet costume and sang in her country voice about dirty, stanky old vagina or leaky asses from botched BBLs, you'll be pissed. And y'all know Tamar irked my nerve. Tamar is we just discussed Tamar 2 days ago. Tamar just as nerve irking as K. But my issue with K is you can't be around here crying about people fucking with you, and you up here. Tamar, to my knowledge, ain't said shit about K Michelle or her coochie or her leaky ass. Okay, but
she's the one with teeth knocked out, sleeping with married men. Not me.
I don't know who you talking about.
Not me. But I'm low level, low class because of your family.
You don't want to tell me? Tell me in my ear.
No, I would never, because I think people understand. As far as that, I am over what they were saying in the last couple of years of like 10 million, and this person is about 2 million, and I put the 2 on the sister. And
not Tony.
You steadily attacking me. So I've been quiet on your attacks. So now get up there, do your verses, little lady. Go for a little Muppet. Let's rock.
Would you do
again? If Tamar and K Michelle did a versus, Tamar will win. Because like her or love her, Tamar's albums are bops. Okay? Tamar has songs that when she sing, everyone will sing it. K Michelle may, in some people's opinion, have a better voice than Tamar, but she don't have as many hits as Tamar. K Michelle does have her own fan base. She does. However, in a versus battle, I do feel like Tamar's hits would win. We have said time and time again, people on versus want to play a song that maybe they fans love, but no one knows. So you can't be up here on a goddamn PR tour to promote whatever it is. I don't know what it is. And you are calling them up. And again, I'm not defending Tamar in that way. I'm just saying, as far as we know, Tamar ain't said shit about you. And if you are so removed from who you used to be, I would never beef with a bitch. If I'm better than you, why would I beef with you? I would tell an interviewer, hey, don't even, and again, he didn't ask her about Tamar. She brought up Tamar. So you even bringing Tamar up in your interview shows how childish you are, okay? Then she went on Hot 97, okay? Talking with Miss Nessa about Porsha.
Don't have me sitting in a circle of women coming in on positivity. You know what I'm saying? And you're plotting to make me react.
How did you find out they were doing that?
I was told. I was told.
So this isn't like you assume, like you were told.
No, I was told, then I watched. I watched everything. I watched it unfold. I watched the little jabs. I watched everything going on.
And what's bullshit about this is do you own any of their songs? Of whose songs? Of K Michelle? No. Of Tamar? Yes. I love Tamar's albums. I think one K Michelle album, I listened to a couple of songs, but I absolutely have Tamar songs on my title. Yeah. I'm sorry, her albums. Especially Love and War. And the one after Love and War. Both of those albums I have in rotation. But back to K Michelle. But I don't have any K Michelle songs in my playlist at all. K Michelle saying she was told it was going to be applied in the plan to go at her on Housewives of Atlanta. Cool. If someone told you that, cool. Why, when they asked what's popping off, what's going on, what you're upset for, did you not confront Porsha? If someone told you Porsha, Drew, and Phaedra is coming for you, when it came up, why didn't you say shit? People aren't upset that, it's possible that Porsha, Phaedra, and Drew plotting the planet. People are aggravated because you were put in a position to call them out, and you didn't. You try to be for Drew.
Nothing was in my head. Nothing was me. Like, you know, I've been on reality TV before, and when I went through my abuse, I was called a liar then too.
Mm-hmm.
So, case too sensitive for the show. No, I'm tough as hell. Like I'm a tough one. The only reason when I'm mad and I cry is because I know I can't slap you.
And if your only reaction is slapping someone, you shouldn't be around nowhere. If your go-to action is to physically fight someone, if you can have a conversation, with someone that you say is sitting around trying to, you know, come at you, why can't you? Because what's stopping you from saying, Porsha, you said that punk ass, stanky Orphan trying to come at me? Like, that's people's issue. You saying all this shit in the interviews, but when it happened in real time, you didn't say nothing, Kay.
You know,
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah.
It's not the way to do it. And I know I'm in a battle of not returning to the old me.
Right.
I'm battling self.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am emotional. That's what part make my music great.
Yes. And where are things now between you and Porsha? Because I saw the.
Hold on, let me go to that one.
Where are things now between you and Porsha? Because I saw the response. Really? Has it gotten to that point?
Man.
And why? And the reason I'm saying this because I think the hurt, it's clearly you're hurt, right? And I want people to really understand that. It's not just.
I'm there with that because, honestly.
Sure.
She's a fun girl, like all of that. And, you know, we're dealing with a woman who for years have begun called lying on people.
And Porsha being a liar has nothing to do with when you're saying you knew of a plot and a plan to come at you, and you're crying about the plot and the plan. You saw the plot and the plan go into place, and when you're you only confronted Drew about a made up thing between you, her, and Black. You never confronted Porsha or Phaedra. And we see a scene that happened next week of you meeting with Phaedra. So it is not about, we think Porsha is telling the truth. We know Porsha lied. We know that. Okay? But Porsha being a liar has nothing to do with you saying something in confessional, saying something in interviews currently. But in the real time of shit popping off, you didn't say shit to Porsha. You only try to beef with Drew. And we feel like because you thought Drew was easy target.
Every year. And to see, you know what I'm saying? To see certain fans or see things, just ignore the fact. It don't matter who told me.
Sure. God do. It really does. Because how do you know whoever told you was being truthful? Because the thing is, a 8-year-old K has sticky coochie rumor isn't even housewife material. That ain't even something to come at you over. That your coochie was stinky. Now, if your ass kept leaking and that stank, that's different. But who wants to beef or bring up an 8-year-old one time K Michelle coochie was funky that one time with that man? That don't make no sense, K. That's what don't make no sense.
I told me. We didn't deal with the fact of what it was. But this been going on for years. This is reality TV. They can say, yo, toughen up this reality TV. I get it and I play the game and I understand it. That don't mean I ain't gonna have no emotion.
Right.
No emotions while playing it.
Yeah.
You know, and when it comes to her, I feel like, you know, she feels like, you know, it's her show or whatever. I never play with line. I never play line little games. Mm-hmm. You know, like you're never gonna have me fall in line. Mm-hmm. You're never gonna make me fall in line. It's just never going to happen.
Right.
So
I don't think Housewives is Portia's show. Now, do I think some people kiss Porsha ass from time to time? Yes. It used to be Shamia. Okay. I think this season, no one's playing that game. I think even Drew isn't playing kiss Porsha ass. Drew's playing, girl, I'm not beefing with you, bitch, for what? So it's not about kissing Porsha's ass, but like you won't even call Porsha out.
If I don't play it your way
on the show,
you won't play it this way. And just know I'm gonna play it that way. So hopefully, you know, I'm always open, especially in this type of arena and things. You have to forgive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not bad. It's not like, oh, I hate.
Of course not.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like, I hate her. I'm never gonna talk to her again. Man, I've had way worse done to me. It's not that.
So it could get to a better place. Maybe in the future, right? Maybe I'm trying to
other issues than me to deal with. Like,
Sure.
you know, like, but when it comes to her, maybe so. I don't hate her.
Right.
You know, that's not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that. It's just, and this ain't even just her fight. She wasn't the one to completely come up with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that. The person who came up with it, she just forgettable. She get kicked out of her own fight. So it's more entertaining for, I think, the viewers. For
Sure.
me and Porsha to fight. It's more entertaining than the other one that, you know.
But y'all don't even fight on the show, bitch. You ain't said nothing on the show.
But
and it also means she's saying that Porsha did not come up with a scheme, someone else did, which means it's either Phaedra or Drew, because she's saying they're all in cahoots.
She was a part of it. And once I said something about it, no one wanted hands on it.
I mean, when I saw the post about you posting, her Porsha posting, and then you posted this, and my jaw dropped. No different than you being 2 doors down from me, effing my ex, sitting in my face like you're a girl's girl. Is this real?
Yeah, why? I don't.
No, like meaning, because that sounds crazy.
I don't.
Like, you know
that. Y'all have seen me. When have I lied on TV? I lied on. Why would I put that on a woman? One thing I don't do is put stuff in bodies and stuff on women.
I'll put negative thoughts on them, but I won't say fuck somebody that ain't fuck.
Even when we came in with you know, the Kelly situation, I was like, all right, I don't know what that woman do with her hot pocket. I don't do certain things. Like, some stuff is just not player. I'm just not
sure.
That.
Like, yeah.
But no, that, you know, that ain't false. You can't say you bringing me into a friend group and you around here, you banging on my last known ex and telling him.
Now, we don't know who the last known ex is. And if you know that she was fucking your last known ex before you married this man you with now, why would you be so friendly and be introduced to the show through her if you say she's not a girl's girl? Because she fucked on your ex. And if it's your ex and you're married, doesn't matter. Because you and Porsha aren't friends.
And he telling me, and you sit here like you my friend. And I'm supposed to sit up here and be all open to be brought into this friend group, and I'm your friend. I'm trying to be your friend. You have you know, what I don't like to do is go on people, what people's reputation are, because I know I've had a reputation,
right?
And that's not it. So I try to be fair,
right?
But you also have to be aware,
right?
Your actions are not that of a girl's girl.
But neither are yours, Kay. If you notice, Kay goes at women, even how she tries to diminish Porsha's, you know, her hair brand. She tries to diminish Drew as a actress, as a person in entertainment. You know, Kay is also not a girl's girl. Even how she calls Tamar a Muppet. And remember, the beef that Kay has with Tamar is when Tamar was cool with Latoya, who was married to Memphis at the time. Again, that's 14, 15 years ago. So Kay also doesn't come off as a girl's girl. So child, at the end of the day, I'm done with this because I'm tired. It's almost 4:30. Kay is full of shit. Kay Kay is full of shit. Now again, she can't have her emotions. She can't feel how she want to feel. But I'm like, if you're, and again, maybe we just haven't seen it play out on the show this yet. And maybe in a couple episodes they will address fully Kay saying y'all were trying to say my coochie thing or whatever, and that will be exposed. I don't know. But doing all this press before we see anything makes you look like you're howling at the moon, and we like, for what? We don't see none of the stuff that you say is happening. You know, you had the whole thing with you and Drew, and from what we see, where it started with you and Drew over Black was stupid. You went on all the little press tours, and, oh yeah, Drew ain't shit, and blocky bloop. And then we see where the beef started is because you felt like she said you knew some fucking body, and the only person who told us you knew him was you. So I feel like Kay overshot what she thought would happen. It may be, and we don't know if maybe production cut out shit to make Kayla crazy, but even in her interviews, she's not being honest about whatever that happened. So I was talking to Chris after the last episode of Housewives aired, and I was like, Kay isn't housewife material, not because she's less than and stuff like that. The reason I say she isn't because she don't even know how to address shit head on, and how she's coming off on the show. This doesn't feel like, it's not fun. You're crying at breakfast, bitch. Your pussy stank, and we don't know how or why it's true. You want to beef with Drew for no fucking reason, and I feel like no one wants to play, let's see how Kay's doing every fucking episode, because you keep crying. Because someone said 8 years ago, your cootie stank. So the reason I feel she's not a housewife material is not because of any other reason than she's not doing good on the show. She's not gelling with the girls. She's not contributing to the storyline. And she's saying more shit in her confessional, and she's ignoring people asking her, okay, what's the plot? What's the plan? Who did it? What for and why? I can't say I'm not emotionally ready. Girl, go the fuck home. Okay, go home. Either say it or go home. Anyway, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the live and whatnot. Okay, I will probably be live tomorrow because I have not been live often much this past week. But y'all make sure to go watch. I did a car conversation this morning. I did a conversation about my YouTube thing, y'all going on or whatever. The boy, divorced sister, the Dun Ranch, a little conversation. We was live on Tuesday. There's a couple of car conversations. I did one on Housewives of Atlanta. I did one on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So go watch the content on the channel. Okay, it's stuff around here. Go watch it. Go watch it because I am about to go watch the bed. I am about to go watch the bed. I may also do a car conversation tomorrow. We shall see. Okay, but y'all please like the video. Make sure you are subscribed and all those good things. If you're watching this on the replay, hype up the video. Y'all go to bed. It is 12:18 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan, and I need bedtime for myself. Okay, I love you all. I will talk to y'all later. I gotta go. Bye.